Hello and good evening. How is everyone? Don't forget, guys, to leave me a message on your right hand side. Excuse me. It is 11 o'clock where I am in the UK at the moment. So I am waiting for Jay. Hopefully, he'll be here. But in the meantime, I hope everybody's had a good day. And yeah, so hope you have. Tell me about your day if you want to. What you've been up to. What's been happening then? Excuse me. Got to have a drink. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Good, good, man. Nice to meet you again, man. How's everything with you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Anyway, I we kind of like met last time, and I said to you, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a job to find out what's going on over where you are. We talked
Yeah,
last time. We talked about Trump. Now he's gone now. Thank goodness.
yeah.
Um, so what's happening now over there then, Jay?
Oh man, there's a lot going on right now, actually. I don't know if you heard about the Wall Street bets with the stock market.
Right, go on. Tell us all. Come on.
Yeah, there's been a new movement that's been going on right now that people's been actually trying to go against Wall Street, basically. Uh, what happened is that a lot of these people, Reddited people, that they got together and basically they got the most I don't know if you understand the financial market. Basically
Yeah, I do.
what they
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
yeah, so basically these Wall Street people, they short stocked the GameStop, and these couple redditors, they literally bought the stock, and overnight a lot of people became millionaires. And so that was a big, actually Wall Street felt that pain when that happened. For me, I was actually happy about that when that happened.
What, are you one of
So,
those millionaires then?
oh, I wished if I knew about it, if I knew about it, of course, I would have got there, and put. But I did invest it. I think I invested late, because they was talking about now they wanted to do another stocks, which was AMC. They was talking about American Airlines. They was talking about Naked Product, um, different kind of stocks. And when I put my money in the AMC, I did put some money in there, but then I didn't care about making money. I just want to do it for the movement, basically,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
show against the hedge funds people, that been screwing the American people the whole world, basically, for, since the 2008, when the big financial crash happened. And during that time, I was in high school. When we got out of high school, it was a big mess with this financial world that we live in right now, actually.
yeah. We still are in that. What else
Yeah.
has happened over there then, Jay?
Yes, they also talk about stimulus as right now, stimulus checks. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard about it now that Joe Biden, that has, been been in office, he's been promising $2,000 checks. Um, they also, they overturned the election in Georgia because of that vocal every that selection actually was all about stimulus. You
right.
know what I mean? Like, it's all about stimulus, and then that's what got these two senators in Georgia that got him elected in the first place. And now he basically, from 2,000, it went down to 1,400. So, I mean,
So
a lot of people are really.
it's a check coming through your door then, Jay.
Honestly, the $600 that I haven't not received it from Trump. Trump stimulus. I have not got my $600 actually. And there's a lot of people that have not got the 600, and also my mom, she hasn't got her stimulus for 600. So let's see what happened with the 1,400, which people then now he's basically, they're in talks right now with because there's a whole Democratic control now. They
Yeah,
control
yeah,
the Senate, they control the House. So now the Republicans are basically back forwarding now. They just don't want to. They don't want no more stimulus. They said it like a couple of days ago. They said that no Republicans support any stimulus now. So the way I see it is just, it's crazy now. Like, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of people suffering too. They don't, no stimulus check. But at the same time, it also has its pros. Having stimulus is pros and cons, because we also destroying the American dollar. But then, yeah, people are suffering. So I mean, at the end of the day, people need help. They need a
yeah. Of
stimulus.
course they do. Yeah, yeah, of course they do. And how about the virus? Any more about the virus over there?
Yeah. Now they said a report now that the virus is actually kind of slowing down a little bit now. Um. Now they basic. I mean, it's still bad how it was before. They look at it as bad, but there's still people dying.
Yeah, of course.
It
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
but it's slowing down, not much how it was before, but probably because people are getting immune to it, and plus also the rollout of vaccines. But with the vaccines now, like, there's people who don't want to take it, there's people that want to take it, but it all depends on the person, like if they want to take the vaccines or not. And yeah, I mean, my grandma, she called me up. She wanted to tell me she wanted to take vaccines, and I don't know. I don't know how. Personally, me, look, I'm all for vaccines because, for chicken pox, the measles, I'm all for
Yeah,
that. But I feel like this COVID vaccine was too rushed, and I kind of
yeah.
worried with my grandma about that.
It's a bit dodgy,
So
isn't it, Jay? Bit dodgy, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
It's a bit dodgy. I think you've got to kind of like weigh it up, really. I'm due for my one on Tuesday, and I'm a bit, you know, unsure. But there's a lot of people out there at the moment a bit unsure about this vaccine because I think it was rushed, really rushed.
yeah. It
It,
was actually, it
yeah, it
was
was rushed.
definitely rush.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, because the thing is, a lot of people tell me I'm an anti-vaxxer. I'm not even an anti-vaxxer. I'm all for vaccines at the first. I'm all for vaccines, no matter what. It's just that I feel like this vaccine that they rolled out was it was pretty quick. So that, that's the thing that I'm not really in favor.
mm.
I'll take the vaccine when I see the side effects. I'm gonna see how people are gonna react, and that we're gonna see, probably gonna see commercials later on in 5 years. You're in financially compensated for this certain whatever it is. And then, we'll see. But other than that, my immune system is strong right now, so we're good.
Yeah, but you'd probably be dead by then, wouldn't you? If you have the
Oh
vaccine and if it's wrong, you know what I mean. You won't get
yeah,
no
yeah,
compensation if you die, mate.
exactly. Probably their kids will probably get their checks,
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I let my body do my I let my body do the fight this infection, fight the virus. We'll see what happens. People gotta like look into alternative medicine, basically, like eating right, eating vegetables, fruits. I feel like, to me, that natural holistic medicine is what you eat actually,
Mm.
and basically that will combat whatever infection or virus that you come in encounter with.
Yeah, what's happening about schools over there then? Are they opening?
Um, they keep opening and closing, opening and closing. It's just that I feel like this people should just close it. Honestly, um, is they just, like my son right now, like in school, he's doing homeschool, and it gets pretty rough, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have to, like, literally, had to just wait. I mean, you have to do a lot of homework, and on top of that, I'm an intern right now, and I'm just doing this work and this and that. It gets you mentally,
Mm, mm.
frustrated.
Is that your
So yeah.
choice to? Is that your choice to keep him home for schooling? or is it
Um,
still closed?
yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. Me and my wife, we literally, we just said like, yeah. I mean, might as well because you never know you might bring a virus in here, and you know how kids are in school.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
They are like germ spreaders everywhere.
yeah, yeah. Definitely,
So
definitely.
yeah,
Anything else? Anything else you got to tell me about what's going on?
yeah. Right now, the way like I'm looking into financial things right now in America. What's going on? I was been telling people about that they could actually how where whatever America's going through, the world's really connected
Yeah,
because I always tell people about like now that the dollar is getting really really weak and also the euros, the pounds, and everything, and etc. I always tell people I feel like you should actually have you should be smart with your money now. What's gonna happen? I tell people honestly you should just start investing more in gold, silver, also Bitcoin. Get your money out of the system, which is most importantly
does
because
that work on? Does that work on Bitcoin?
yeah, I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin right now. I'm
Oh
definitely
yeah.
heavily invested.
How much have you made from it then?
I make quite enough. I mean, it's just you gotta be smart, which because it's not only Bitcoin, it's different type of coins that they have. Like
Yeah.
I'm really invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum. Also there's also Litecoin, XRP. I don't know if you heard of Dogecoin, which is by Elon Musk. He every time he tweets it out, people starts buying it. It's like a pump and dump, pump and dump. So
All
that's
right.
what everything what people yeah. But for me, I like doing long term. I like doing long term. I like just holding on to something, and we'll see what happens. With Ethereum, I'm really heavily invested in Ethereum, and because it's like the decentralized apps, which will
Yeah.
be the I think yeah, it's basically gonna be the next big thing,
Hmm.
and we're gonna cut the middleman. That's what they're trying to do. You cut Google, Amazon, and Apple, all that. And so I'm really heavily invested that. I like the whole concept of Bitcoin, the whole concept of cryptocurrency, everything decentralized. It basically is the people's money, not the government. So I really like the whole
Uh,
concept behind it, and I'm 100% right, like right behind it. So
yeah.
and I
I
also tell
see.
people to invest. Yeah, yep,
I see. I see. A lot of people investing in Bitcoin and some other things, and where they put around about £200 in or something. Then around about like a month or so, they get money back. Is that Bitcoin? Is
yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah. They cash out.
Yeah.
They if you're really smart enough, like usually I invested at Bitcoin when it was at 26,000. Now, mind you, Bitcoin's at 38 now, 38,000. So I did gain some money from it, but I like to do a long term because they said that's gonna be the future. Is gonna be like a digital gold now, and so I'm really holding on to it. I'm not trying to cash out. I'm not trying to make some quick cash. I'm just basically just this is long term. And also, I also say this to people: you also couldn't, start buying up, food, just in case if something, drastically happens. We gotta be. Who knows? It might happen this year, next year, whatever it is, because eventually, I don't know if we really into the financial market as well, because whatever the dollar gets depreciated and it gets loses its value, a lot of these countries gonna lose. They're gonna dump the dollar, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
once that happens, a lot of people are gonna start taking their money out. Basically, their dollar's gonna become like monopoly money. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
is really important. It's really important to actually have their assets in silver, gold, and Bitcoin. Those are the three big things I would say.
What happens if it goes? What happens if it goes tits up then with Bitcoin then? If Bitcoin kind of like just go bust or whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the things I said. Yeah, like I said, if something happens with Bitcoin, guess what? You have gold and silver, but it has to be like the real thing. Have it in your hand with you, like gold and silver. That's one of the most important thing that you could have
Are you
because
promised that? Are you promised that? Oh,
yeah, I bought silver, I bought Bitcoin. I also bought gold. you know.
Right.
So you also that's what I'm really mentally preparing for myself for that. I also bought some. I went to BJ's not too long ago. We bought rice, we bought beans just in case something crazy happens, something that's long term, you know, in case just to prepare yourself if
Mm.
something hits the fan, you know.
Can't you
So
just
because
if you cashed out today, how much would it be worth?
if I cash that Bitcoin,
Yeah.
I will say like around I put like 6,000 on it. Like right now I put made like around 8,000, like another 2,000. I made 2,000 around there from there, just the profits that I made.
Right.
But they said that Bitcoin could reach to 50K. So now imagine that, you know, that happens. And a lot of these big institutions are really pouring their money into Bitcoin too,
Yeah.
just
But
for a
see, the
safe
trouble is,
haven.
though, the trouble is, so Jay, people will probably say on here, they'll probably say, because we're going through like with the virus and going through tough times at the moment, why do we have to invest? You know, why should I put 5,000 or £6,000 into something that it might just tomorrow it just might kind of like tits up, make them tits up and everything.
Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people now. It's so much uncertainty going on, especially with this virus that came in out of nowhere. A lot of uncertainty came through, so a lot of people now that they gave out a big, huge chunk of stimulus, and now that we're going further and further into debt, now a lot of people feel uncertain now. And on top of that, is there's like 10 million people unemployed in America,
Mm,
and it's
mm,
not normal. People in the you know the media look at it as like, oh, it's just fine. You know, people are gonna get back to work. No, it's not fine. It's not
mm,
normal. With 10 million people unemployed, it's not normal with this economy. You know,
mm,
usually
mm.
when that happens, when there's a lot of mass unemployment, there's gonna be mass violence, and that's the thing. That's the how things go when when people lose work, their jobs.
Yeah, yeah. Got a question here. Do you think Trump would get back in 4 years' time?
Honestly, it might not be him, or probably could be his son, Donald Trump Jr. I mean,
Mm.
now there's other people. Now they're actually a
Oh no,
senator.
he can't come back in, can he? Because he's been impeached, isn't he?
No, not yet. He's not impeached yet.
Isn't he?
They're working on that. Actually, they're working on that.
Do you
But
think he will?
if he
Do
does
you
get
think he will?
impeached, yeah,
Yeah.
because even Republicans are on board now. Like I mean, the moderate Republicans, they're actually on board with it because a lot of people are really he didn't basically people he caused an insurrection basically on the Capitol. But the way I see it, he's gonna get impeached, but then he also has followers too. Like he
Right.
has a senator, which he basically said that he's running for president in 2024. Josh Hawley, yeah, Josh Hawley. He's the one that he wants to run for president, and he's one of the loyalists to Donald Trump. So
All right.
yeah, so he's definitely running for Trump. You know, I mean, he's running for basically Josh Hawley. All these Donald Trump supporters, all these Donald Trump supporters are definitely gonna be with Josh Hawley in 2024.
Right.
But like I said, Donald Trump created a movement, and that movement is not gonna go nowhere. And whoever's a loyalist to Donald Trump, they're gonna go follow him no matter what.
Were
That's just
you
how I see
were
it.
you there when they were protesting? Did
When
you
they
go
what? I'm
when
sorry,
they
what?
did you go when they were protesting in when they were doing all that protesting? Donald Trump
Oh,
supporters.
oh no, no, I didn't go there. Of course
No.
not. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there was a Trump rally in New York City, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be pretty bad. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And I was
and
just about to say, did you ever go there? That was all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, when it gets like that, I feel like it's just I know it's gonna be a fight. There's always gonna be people gonna go against it, and because we also have another opposite, different groups like Black Lives Matter, and Antifa, and with Donald Trump support now with Proud Boys now on top of that. So now it's crazy now. Like
Yeah,
usually you show a Trump supporter flag, whatever it is, you're definitely gonna get, especially in New York. They don't
yeah,
take that shit.
yeah, yeah. Anything else you got to tell me, or are you okay?
Yeah, actually, one more thing. I want to give a shout out. Actually, I'm since I'm an intern right now, I'm really honored and working because I'm right now working on a podcast.
Okay,
I'm working behind the scenes. So basically, I'm doing a podcast which is called the Fearless Impact Podcast, and
okay,
the host is Antonio Thornton. He's the one that's gonna be, he's gonna be really in empowering entrepreneurs to impact the world. So any incomers or any like who are entrepreneurs now, this will has this our podcast will have great value, great content that you could listen to because we're gonna have guests as well. And your launching that we have is on February 9th. I hope anybody, your listeners, could join us as well for February 9th. So we could, have some whoever entrepreneurs in your following, you can actually listen to us and we're gonna have great content, honestly.
okay. If you send me all the details over, now you're part of the team and everything because you're going to come
Yeah,
back
yeah, of
every
course.
month and tell me about what's been happening over in the United States. So yeah,
No, definitely. Definitely gonna keep you posted about it.
yeah, that's what. So yeah, got what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna get Jay to send me all the information, and we'll put it out there on our website. We'll put it out all over. Jay will be back every month, and what he'll do is keep us up to date with what's going on over in America and all this lot. And hopefully, things will probably change very quick. And it's at the moment,
Yeah,
it's
every month there's something crazy going on. You're gonna have a
yeah.
lot of details coming in next month as well.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Jay. I hope the podcast does okay because we today had good news about our podcast because our podcast was 146 this morning,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
when I looked earlier, we've gone down to 89 now, and that is really
Okay.
good, really good. So it's really, really, really good. So we're quite chuffed about that. So
Okay.
we haven't been going for long, and it's really, really good. So we're doing all right. Anyway, thank you very much, Jay, for coming back on and
Thank you so much, Steve.
telling us all your stuff about what's going on over there. And good luck with the podcast, and I'll see you next month.
Thank you so much, Steve. Have a good day. All right.
All right, love to the family. All right,
Thank you.
bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
There you go. That was Jay, and he's over in the United States. And yeah, please follow him. And yeah, there you go. Right, I'm off because I am falling asleep here, and you know, and I need a rest. So thank you very much for everybody who joined me today. God bless. Take care, and see you on the next adventure. Bye bye.